For the men, the mayyat goes like this. Okay. This is what they call a stretcher sheet. Okay. The one side is absorbent, the other one is plastic, so the water runs over it. This is the plastic side. So when they run the water, it doesn't get soaking wet. Okay. This is how, okay. Now, in order, the beginning part first is, what we do is make an assessment of the mayyat to make sure there are no bandages or any sticky stuff or anything like that. If it is there and there's residue, we have adhesive remover that we use to clean everything out. So we make sure there is nothing, absolutely nothing on the body that would make the ghusl invalid. Okay, same thing goes for the wudu. If you have a situation where somebody really has really filthy nails or something like that, then we have brushes, nail brushes to clean the nails. Okay, and if there's anything that cannot be removed by adhesive remover, then we have other supplies that we use to remove it. Well, the body must be clean of any foreign substance before we start the ghusl. Okay. Now, after that is done, okay, then we spread the legs. We have a hose. Okay. One thing I want to mention before we go further is, for us, the safety of the people who are giving ghusl is very important. Okay. If you die from a communicable disease like TB, hepatitis, COVID, even pneumonia, you must protect yourself, because once a person is deceased, especially in our situation when we do the burials real fast, okay, the defense mechanism of the body is gone. Everything is running rampant. There is a high possibility of you getting sick from a deceased person. And believe me, it has happened to me personally a few times, because the family neglected to give us proper information. Okay? This is the position the person is going to be in. Okay? They get paper towels. I'm going to show you the protective gear at the end so you understand how adamant we are about protection. Okay? So, they reach underneath, they run the water. The whole setup is where we can mix the water beforehand to make sure it's proper temperature, and then they will run the water. If they have to stop the water, they turn that one particular tap off also. They don't have to mix the water, remix the water and wait for it to get to proper temperature. And I'll show you that mechanism also. Okay. They reach in, perform the istinja properly. Okay. And after the istinja is done, then we start the wudu process. The wudu process for a deceased person is you do not need to wash the palm of the hand, because they're not the one making the wudu. You are. Okay. So you start out with cleaning the mouth, the nostrils, face, both arms above the elbow, masa, and then the feet. After that, you start the regular washing process. Okay. The regular washing process is, for the ghusl, is you turn the right side, okay, and you put soap. Okay, you can even turn now. Yeah. Here, I want to point something out. People tend to pull the arm. Okay. That's not a proper way. It's not a dignified way to move somebody. Especially the elderly, you're going to pull the arm out of the socket. Okay, so you need gently reach over the person and you turn them when you wash the back. The same thing you do on the left side. Wash the front, no, soap the front, soap the back side, and then wash and rinse it. And when you're rinsing it, you rinse everything out at the same time, the table and all that stuff. Okay. After that, what we do, because this is may have soap residue or anything like that, we remove it and we put a new one. The new one would be folded inside out. This. What it does, it helps you dry the body. Okay, and also reach the backside and the table, anything that water is there or that, okay, it absorbs it. After that, once we wash the body out, then we sit the remains up, okay, and massage the abdomen. 1, 2, 3, okay. And then if there's any residue coming out, you rinse it out. Now, here, there's people who really do not understand the concept of this, would say, oh, you should be done first. No. When a person passes away, everything stops. The peristalsis motion of the bowel is still there. And if you don't believe me, when next time when you do udiyah, take a look at the guts when they come out, they're still moving. And they're still moving. When they're moving, all the excrement that is in there is moving. Also, all the moving around and everything, it also moves up. The excrements that are in the body. Okay, so that's the last thing. You clean it up. Okay. Wash the area out properly, rinse it, dry it, and then you're done. You turn the bodies sideways. You put the slide board. Okay, and you put the body in there and you make sure it's centered properly. Okay, at this point, now you're ready to move the body over for the coffin. Okay. I tend to move the remains in pieces. What we do is move the lower legs first, and it makes it easier to move the rest of the body. Okay?
So continue explaining.
Okay. We'll bring the top of the shirt over. Okay. At this point, the stretcher sheet, originally the one that had already been replaced, another one is done with the dry side up, so this way you can dry the body. You want to make sure that the shirt is not below the ankle for the men and is below the knee, below the ankle for the sisters. Okay. And you close the feet. Oh, we put at this stage, we put camphor on all the places that touch the ground when you make sujood, like the palm of the hand, knees, big toes, forehead, and nose. And we close the coffin after that. So the left side goes first, not the right side. The left side goes first. Okay. Just like you were folding your hands when you make salah. Okay. Left, and then the right.
Usually you would cover the face.
You can cover the face. I don't, one day it's going to happen to me anyway.
Now on the feet side, you're tucking, on the foot side, you tuck in here. So it's open. See? Is it pass me those ties over there? It's right next to the bed.
Yes. Okay, you keep talking.
Okay. The coffin is closed. You're going to use the ties to tie the feet. Okay? Not the feet itself, but the fabric. Then the center part. In the head, we don't tie it because the family, if they want to do the viewing, we can open it and they can view it. Once they're done, then we can close it. In the meantime, now, they'll put attar on over the coffin. You have to make sure that it does not stain the coffin. So you put it on your hand, rub it, and then gently go over it. And that's it. That's the process for the ghusl. Okay.